Failure. It's a word that can make our stomachs clench and our hearts race. We've all felt its sting, that sharp pang of disappointment when things don't go our way. But what if we could change our relationship with failure? What if, instead of seeing it as an ending, we saw it as a beginning? From a young age, we're often taught to fear failure. We strive for perfect grades, flawless performances, and unwavering success. But the truth is, failure is an inevitable part of life. It's through our missteps and mistakes that we learn, adapt, and grow. Think of a child learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, they might even get a few bumps and bruises along the way. But do they give up? Absolutely not. They get back up, dust themselves off, and try again, each attempt bringing them one step closer to their goal. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path towards it. It's in those moments of perceived defeat that we have the opportunity to reevaluate, adjust our course, and emerge stronger and wiser than before. Experiencing failure can trigger a whirlwind of emotions. Disappointment, frustration, and even self-doubt can cloud our judgment and make it challenging to see the bigger picture. It's important to acknowledge these feelings and allow ourselves the space to process them. When we try to suppress or ignore negative emotions, they tend to fester and grow stronger. Instead, try talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist about how you're feeling. Writing in a journal can also be a helpful way to process your emotions and gain clarity. Remember, it's okay to feel upset or discouraged after a setback. It's what you do with those feelings that matters. Instead of dwelling on the negative, try to focus on what you can learn from the experience. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What new skills or knowledge do I need to develop? By reframing failure as a learning opportunity, you can transform those negative emotions into fuel for growth. History is filled with stories of individuals who faced seemingly insurmountable challenges, but refused to let failure define them. Take, for instance, J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series. Her first book was rejected by 12 different publishers before finally being accepted. Imagine if she had given up after the first rejection, or the 10th, or even the 11th. The world would have been robbed of the magic and wonder of Harry's world. Then there's Thomas Edison, the brilliant inventor who famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His unwavering belief in himself and his vision, coupled with his willingness to learn from his mistakes, ultimately led to the invention of the light bulb, forever changing the course of history. These stories, and countless others like them, serve as powerful reminders that failure is not the end of the road. It's merely a detour, an opportunity to reroute, refocus, and come back even stronger. By studying the journeys of those who have triumphed over adversity, we can glean invaluable insights and inspiration for our own lives. Now that we've explored the importance of reframing failure and drawn inspiration from those who have turned setbacks into successes, let's delve into some practical strategies for bouncing back from challenges. 1. Embrace the learning opportunity. Instead of dwelling on the negative, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience. What went well? What could you have done differently? How can you use this experience to make better decisions in the future? 2. Break down your goals. Sometimes the sheer magnitude of our goals can feel overwhelming, especially in the face of setbacks. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This will make the journey feel less daunting and allow you to celebrate small victories along the way. 3. Cultivate a support system. Surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals who believe in your abilities. Share your goals with them, seek their advice when needed, and allow them to celebrate your successes alongside you. 4. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially during challenging times. Remember that everyone makes mistakes, and it's how you learn from them that counts. 5. Focus on your strengths. Instead of dwelling on your weaknesses, identify your strengths and leverage them to your advantage. When you focus on what you're good at, it boosts your confidence and makes it easier to overcome challenges.